So with this one, all we have to remember are the rules of rounding. I need all bodies turned around looking at the board, please. We need to remember the rules of rounding. If I'm going to round up, that means that the number is 5 or higher. That means 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, all will round up to 40. If I'm going to round down, that is under 5. That means 34, 33, 32, 31, all round to 30. What happens is sometimes people's brains get a little crisscrossed and they look at 38 and they round it to 30. So the mistakes that will be made in this lesson are because the rounding was done incorrectly. So always make sure that you're paying attention to the number in the ones place. This lesson is all about taking a 2-digit by 2-digit problem, like 87 times 12, and turning it into 90 times 10. That's what this whole lesson is asking you to do. It's asking you to round both numbers to figure out about how much the answer should be. So 87 times 12 can be rounded to 90 times 10, which gives me 9 times 1 is 9. Here's a 0, here's a 0, there's a 0, there's a 0, 900. So 87 times 12 is about 900. So let's practice this together. What about 24 times 18? (24 times 18). 24 gets rounded to 20. And 18 gets rounded to 20. So 2 times 2 is 4. Add my 2 zeros, 400. 33 times 31. Well, 33 gets rounded to 30, and 31 gets rounded to 30. What's 3 times 3? 9. Add my 0, 900. 38 times 22. 38 gets rounded to 40. 22 gets rounded to 20. What's 4 times 2? 8. Add my 2 zeros, 800. What about 45 times 48? 45 gets rounded to 50, and 48 gets rounded to 50. 5 times 5? 25. Add my 0, 2,500. Okay, that's all you're doing. So you just have to pay attention to the two numbers you're given and estimate each product by rounding each one to the nearest 10. We are not dealing with hundreds. We will not be rounding to hundreds. It's only rounding to the nearest 10. Okay? If you were given 95, what does that get rounded to?
100.
That gets rounded to 100. So then you are going to be dealing with 100. But then really, if you're dealing with 100, guys, what are you mostly dealing with?
The
1. You're dealing with ones. So it does not matter what you're multiplying it by because all you know is it's that number plus the 2 zeros. Okay? All right.